I mean, I'm like, okay, I just met you and you're already talking about marriage? Like, what? Hey guys, and welcome back. Today is story time. When I had worked at my previous job, there was a time where my car, the belt on my car kind of broke. So that kind of put me like out of a car situation for a little bit. So I had to catch the bus. I know you're probably like, this isn't important, but it's important for the story because this is where it all started. So, for my job, the bus stop was on the other side of the street. Mind you, it was a busy street with no sidewalk or crosswalk. So, I would have to catch an Uber across the street to get to the bus stop. So I catch my Uber, I get out, and I'm walking to the bus stop, and this guy is also walking to the bus stop at the same time. So I greet him like I greet everybody else. It's just, oh, hi, how you doing? Me, to be honest, I just meant for it just to be like a hi and bye thing. Like, I didn't want to have a full-blown conversation with you. I just wanted to say hi and bye. He starts asking me about my day. We're both talking about work, those kind of things. And it leads into like a genuine, just like cool conversation. Close to the end of the conversation, he asked me, he's like, oh, because I was like, oh, is that your bus? And he's like, I think that is my bus. And I'm like, well, you better hurry up. He's like, oh, well, can I get your number? And I'm like, well, you're not trying to like get with me, are you? He's like, oh, no. I just want to, talk to you and, like hang out. You just seem like a cool person. Why are you not trying to have people get with you? And I was like, no, I'm trying to stay focused. I'm working and going to school right now. I don't need any distractions. So, he's like, oh yeah, no. So I give him my number and he runs to his bus. Somewhere around probably like 2 minutes after the bus pulls off, I get a phone call. It's him just making sure that he has the right number. So pretty much the conversation kind of goes like this. Hello? Oh, hey, yeah, I was just trying to make sure that I have the right number. Oh yeah, you're fine. You have the right number. You're okay. Okay, good, because, I just wanted to make sure because I'm hearing the most beautiful voice I've ever heard in my life. I'm sorry, what? Kind of like that. So, sure enough, after he says that, I was like, he got me. Like, dang, I just told this man I wasn't trying to get with nobody. And he didn't win and he lied to me. You're a liar. Probably like 10 minutes later, my bus arrives. And I get on, and on my way home, he ends up texting me. Like, why? He starts up a conversation, like he's like, oh, well, how come you're not trying to date anybody, And I'm like, oh my God, I see where this is going. Like, didn't I tell you that I didn't want to like date anybody? I'm like, you're such a liar. You said that you just wanted to be cool. You know what? See, now I'm about to like find a way to get rid of you because you lied to me. You're a liar. I start asking him like a series of questions. As period. Like, as someone who is dating or something like that, you should always have, how my mom says, non-negotiables. Your non-negotiables are usually like things that you're just like, okay, I cannot deal with this. Like for me, for instance, I have the date to marry mindset. So, which basically means that, not saying that people pretty much date without a purpose, but I date with the intent to marry that person that I'm dating. So if I'm dating you, it's because I may be able to possibly see myself married to you in the near future. So I have non-negotiables. Like, for instance, like you can't smoke. That's like, no. Or for instance, your non-negotiable may be he can't mistreat his mother. That's actually a very good non-negotiable because look at how he treats his mom. If he treats his mom bad, he could treat you just as bad. The more you know. Pretty much, I start going down like my list of non-negotiables, and like I get to one where I was like, oh, are you a Christian? And he was like, well, yes and no. And I was like, yes. Like, oh, sorry. See, that answer in itself already told me what I needed to know, so we don't even need to be talking anymore. I'm thinking this is it. This conversation is officially done. We're done. Like, I finally just like curved you, so we're good. I was wrong. I get a phone call around like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm just like, okay, who is this? Mind you, this entire story started, we'll say, on a Friday. So it started, I met him probably somewhere around like 5 p.m. Friday. So this phone call is from him at 3 a.m. Saturday. So I pick up the phone, and of course, you know how you sound when you're like, when you just woke up. But he's all like, oh, your voice sounds so amazing, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, oh, what do you want? Gosh. They're talking, and he's like explaining to me why his answer was the way it was. And I'm just trying to tell this man, like, look, dude, I ain't about this life, okay? You said you weren't trying to talk to me, and I told you I wasn't trying to date anybody right now. I'm really trying to stay focused, and you lied to me, so why are we talking? So somehow he convinces me, oh, well, we could just start off as friends. Let's just see where this goes. And somehow he convinces me to agree to that. And we talked for probably about an hour. Mind you, I was not attracted to this man, like, at all. Like, not even in the slightest bit. Like, I barely even wanted to be friends with him, if even that. I'm like, dude, we could just be passing strangers. I'm cool with that. Fast forward to about 7 a.m. to like 8 a.m. that morning. My mother was off, and it's very rare that me and my mom are both off work at the same time. So when that happens, like, I'll go to her room and we'll talk for hours about just anything, because we never really get to spend that time together. And so while I'm talking to her, I get a phone call. I'm like, who the heck is this? Sure enough, it's Mr. Thirsty. What do you want? I literally just talked to you like a few hours ago. Like, why are you calling me again? So I just let it ring. I'm like, I'm already getting like annoyed. So I just ignore it. And then after I don't answer, he sends me a text message. Oh, hey, beautiful. I was just trying to call you. I'm on my way to work. I'll talk to you after work. And I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have agreed to this. I shouldn't. This is my fault. What? I explained my mom the situation, and I'll tell her, I was like, you know what, Mom, I can't do this. Like, I made a really big mistake. Like, I knew I didn't want to agree to this to begin with, but I did. And I'm like, I just can't. And he's so clingy. Like, I just met you. You're so clingy. And she was like, once I told her like the whole situation, she was like, well, yeah, no, you don't need all that. Like, you just met the man, and he texted and calling you constantly. And like, the thing for her, my mom is old fashioned, so she's like, why is he calling you at 2-3 o'clock in the morning? And I was like, my point exactly. Like, who are you to be calling me at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning? I don't know you. If you can't tell, me and my mom, since she's old-fashioned, she's raised me to kind of be old-fashioned. So I have a few old-fashioned views. Like, okay, I'm just gonna text him and let him know we need to talk. And she was like, oh, don't do that. Like, he's on his way to work. You don't need to mess up his day like that. Just, talk to him after work. So I say, okay. Fast forward to later that day. I sent him a text message, and I'm like, okay, hey, when you get off work, call me because we need to talk. So probably somewhere around like 6, he got off, he calls me, he's like, oh, hey, hey, beautiful. And I was like, blah, 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 how was your day? I'm like, my day was fine, and yours? He's like, oh, it's good. So I was like, look, we need to talk. And he's like, oh Lord, okay. And I was like, yeah. You know what? I want to apologize to you because I agreed to something I shouldn't have agreed to. Like, I knew that I didn't want to do this, but I did it anyway, and you know, that's my fault. Like, you know, I just should have said no. So I'm just like, I'm sorry, I can't. And I'm like, I don't need any distractions right now. I'm really trying to focus on school. He throws the whole, oh, I wouldn't be a distraction to you. If anything, I'd be motivation for you, and like blah blah blah. And I'm like, oh my god, here we go with this ish right here. Ugh. I'm telling him, like, look, I can't. Mind you, this conversation is like an hour long, and he's just like practically latching on to me. It's like, oh, you know, no, I wouldn't be a distraction. Like the last girl I dated, you know, I wasn't a distraction to her. I'm like, okay, that's her. Do I look like her? How do you know you're not the man God has for you? I'm like, what? Bring God into this. And I was like, I'm not ready to be dating somebody right now. Oh, how do you know you're not ready? There's a lot of times where we think we're not ready for something, but you know, God says that we're ready. And I was like, yeah, but this isn't one of those scenarios. I was just like, no. And this conversation just kept going on and on. And I'm like, dude, I just met you. I've only known you for like 24 hours. Why are you making this more difficult than what it has to be? Like, the freak. And so he's like, oh, you know, close to the end of the conversation, he's like, you know, well, can you just make me a promise? And I'm like, sure, whatever. He's like, oh, next time the Lord brings you somebody, don't, you know, turn them away just saying that, you know, you're not ready. And I'm like, the Lord didn't bring you to me to begin with, so don't try to lie on the Lord like that. You should be ashamed of yourself. And I was like, I'm just like, okay, I want this conversation to end. So I just agreed. It's like, oh, well, let's just hurry up basically and end this conversation, because the longer it takes to end this conversation, the harder it gets. And again, I'm like, I've only known you for 24 hours. How difficult can it be? Like, literally, it's not like as if we were friends before this and then suddenly like fell for each other. We were literally total strangers 24 hours ago. So how is this so difficult? It's not like we have been talking for weeks and I was just like, or even days. I could see days and I'm just like, okay, you know what? No, I can't do this. Like, literally 24 hours. Never again am I gonna give a guy my number thinking he's all like, oh, we could just be friends. And guys have tried it since him and been like, oh, well, or I'll be like, oh, I'm not trying to date anybody, and they'll pull the, oh, well, who said I'm trying to date you? I just want to like take you out for like a movie or something or dinner. And I'm like, that's what you call a date. And that's the story of the time I met a guy and he became clingy in 24 hours. If you guys enjoyed the story, give this video a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time. Ciao!